Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 2. I made a mistake and forgot to hit record on my audio recorder the first time I started doing this part. So I had to get a password and start recording from where I left off. So I may not have the 2 energy tanks I got from Metal Man and Flash Man anymore. Whoops. But, yeah, last part I beat Metal Man, Flash Man, and Bubble Man, and now I'm going to get the hardest level out of the way, which is Quick Man here. I don't need energy tanks anyway. It just would have been nice to have them if I keep them. And if I keep them... Oh, I do keep them with the password. Awesome! It's been forever since I had to use a password. Anyways, we got item 3, which is the wall climbing platform from Flash Man. And this stage gives you a good shot of practicing that. Gets a free extra life there. It's been years since I needed to use a password in this game, so I forgot that the password actually saved energy tanks. Anyway, you drop down here and you get to the part that most people hate about Quick Man. These orange beams here, instant death if they hit you. So if you're not quick enough, I suggest taking a hit so that you can pass through that without getting insta-killed. You get another energy tank and another 1-up. And now you got this dark room being lit by these torch guys. They will throw fire at you if you leave them open long enough. But I'm not going to give them the chance to do that. Now for the hard part, I would suggest equipping the flash stopper for this part if you don't think you're quick enough. Haha, see what I did there? Yeah, I screwed up there. I was not going to avoid that. But I'm pretty sure the game developers intended for you to use the time stopper here because they gave you that. You can get life and a 1-up there if you need it. And that weapon energy is suicide, don't go for it. Normally I can do that part without using the time stopper, but oh well. If I'm lucky, maybe one of these Sniper Joes here will drop weapon energy for me, but they don't. It's not a big deal if you don't have the time stopper. Basically what it's going to do when you fight Quick Man here is it's going to keep him from moving and it's going to drain his HP directly down. It's going to drain his HP down to half instantly. Ah, crap. But I guess I can show that off. And I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm going to die occasionally. It happens. Quick Man is probably the hardest of the 8 Robot Masters. So basically you just keep shooting at him until he goes down. It's very simple. Sorry about that if you heard that instant messenger there. Yeah. My friends are talking to me. Oh well. Maybe that's a little unprofessional to be doing that during a Let's Play, but Anyway, we got the Quick Boomerang, which is probably one of the best weapons in the game, honestly. It acts the same way as the Mega Buster, except that it fires twice as fast. It effectively acts as this game's turbo button if you are using a turbo button. But I'm gonna go to Woodman now. So let's go. Oh yeah, that's... Look at that text. Look at that wood texture. Even the forest is made of metal in this game. Oh jeez. And what are we gonna deal with in the forest? Well, bats and rabbits. Yeah, rabbits. Rabbits that shoot carrots at you. How about that? Yeah, I'm not gonna abuse the metal blades too much. I mean, you could stand up in that corner right there and just toss metal blades all day and you'll never get hit. Dropping down here, you get to one of the 3 mini-bosses of the stage. Yes, 3, and they're all the same mini-boss. It's this dog that shoots fire. Ow. If you go to the right, you fight that same dog again! Except the stage is a bit more enclosed. And go to the right again, and guess what? Another freaking blue fireball dog. And this is where the metal blades come in handy. Because since they're equally as powerful as your normal Mega Buster, and they're tall enough to reach that dog without you having to actually go into its line of fire, makes things a lot easier. Like I said, I'm gonna try not to abuse the metal blades, but it's so hard not to. Seriously. Anyways, now we're gonna go back outdoors. And I mean, seriously, look! Look at the metal blades, they just... Being able to fire diagonally is just... It's such a useful attack, I'm sorry. And if you want, you can grind on these birds that'll keep respawning here. But since I'm on normal mode, the weapon energy and stuff seems to disappear a lot faster. I guess that's another thing about the normal and difficult mode, is that power-ups disappear a lot quicker. Anyway, we got this guy here. Hold on a second. Oh, sorry, just double checking to make sure that my settings are all fixed and everything, and making sure my sound recorder is still recording and all that good stuff. But now we finally have a chance to show off, you know, how bubble lead can actually be useful. It goes downstairs and you can take out these bunnies in 2 or 3 shots. It's actually pretty good. You'd think I was playing this game on easy mode, because look at all the weapon and life energy I'm getting. Anyway, then there's these jumping chickens. I don't understand this part, but if you just stand still, they'll jump over you and they're not going to hit you. Now, contrary to popular belief, Woodman's weakness is not actually the metal blade. It's actually the atomic fire, but I'm not going to go to Heatman yet. Woodman's going to shoot a shield of leaves at you and then drop a bunch of leaves on you. And then hop at you. That's it. Just keep tossing metal blades at him and he dies. Well, we got the leaf shield now. Booyah! The first shield weapon of the series. And it's not very good, honestly. You have it equipped, and as soon as you press any button other than the jump button, it's gonna fire. so it's only good for stationary stuff. But let's go to Airman next. Airman is another stage that a lot of people like to pick first. Personally, I like to wait until after I get the air shooter, or not the air shooter, the leaf shield before I come here. It's not an easy stage to start off with, I'll say that much. I mean, there's a lot of bottomless pits. In fact, this looks a lot like... In fact, every time I see this level, it reminds me of a Super Mario Brothers level. Like a sky stage in Super Mario Brothers. Maybe that was intentional, I don't know. But anyway, you got these floating tiki platforms that you gotta use to jump across the sky here, which, if you're not good with precision jumping, this is gonna mess you up badly. And they're gonna shoot mini tiki bots at you as well, so you want to take those guys out before you make the jump. Now you gotta ride across the sky on these floating platforms here. I get it, it's a sky stage and you're gonna be in the air a lot, but waiting for floating platforms and stuff is not very fun, honestly. I mean, the stage itself isn't hard, it's just boring. You spend so much of it just waiting for stuff to happen. It's tedious. And now you got birds. These guys fit more in this level than in Woodman's level, honestly. But here I can show off the air shooter. Or the leaf shield. I keep saying that. Leaf shield. You just stand here, and guys run into you and kill themselves. It makes taking these guys out so much easier. Ow. It's hard to see, but there is a pit down there. Try not to use up too much leaf shield, as you're going to need it for Airman later, but... I mean, you get so much weapon refills anyway that you should never run out of it. More waiting. I don't know why I mean, it's a Let's Play, I gotta explain things, but I mean, I'm explaining things that everyone should probably already know at this point. I know I shouldn't assume that everyone in the world's played Mega Man 2 before, but it's the most well-known Mega Man game of all time, so forgive me if I assume things here. Oh, and then you got these weird sumo wrestler fan things. Ooh, 1-up. Also, yeah, you gotta watch out because there's gonna be birds flying around. And if you're lucky, the stage is just gonna glitch enemies off for you. I don't know why that happens. The sprite flickers so much that it glitches the enemy off screen. Not that I'm complaining, but a lot of people don't like sprite flickering, and I understand why. The game glitched out the most difficult part of the stage for me, thank God. But here's Airman. And I'm not going to reference that song, it's been done to death. Airman's going to shoot tornadoes at you, which are rather difficult to dodge, admittedly. But, as long as you can survive the first wave, and just keep pelting him with the leaf shield, he goes down no problem. But we get the air shooter. As well as item number 2. So there's that. And item 2 is a jet sled that lets you fly across the sky. It's very helpful, especially for a particular stage we'll be getting to later. But for now, I'm going to go to Crashman, or Clashman if you were playing the Japanese version. Not that it matters, it's just a translation error. If you remember Megaman's stage in Mega Man 1, this is essentially the same thing. It's an entirely vertical level. Well, not entirely vertical, but it's It's the most vertical level of the of this entire game. You're spending a lot of it just climbing up. And you have to deal with these blue spinning hamburger robots, whatever these things are. Tellies, that's what they're called. They keep respawning and they're really annoying. And then you have to deal with metals that shoot 3 bullets this time instead of just 1. And now more waiting. Ugh. I mean, I can use item... I could use item number 2. I could use the jet sled to jump up there, but that's cheating. I'm not going to waste my jet sled to get up to a ladder. I'm just going to ride the platform like the game wants me to. It's a very simple pattern, but then the next one they change it up a little bit. I jumped a little too early there. Whoops. But hey, you get to listen to this jazzy music. I don't need to go into the soundtrack of Mega Man 2. It's the most iconic soundtrack in Mega Man. If you haven't heard it for some reason, look it up because it's a great soundtrack. Anyway, now we got a third one here, which is definitely the hardest of the 3, and that's not saying much. Basically, just keep shooting at the tellies as they come at you and ride the platform over to the right. Or left. I can't tell left from right, apparently. I can, I just wasn't thinking when I said that. I know my left from my right. And we got this guy again. Ow, I am so bad at dodging that. More climbing. Oh, this is going to end up being a long part. Oh well. I think you can handle one extra long part. Actually, no. You know, I'm probably going to call it a part here. So, thanks for watching. Next time we will continue through the rest of Crashman's stage and the other Robot Masters. So, see you.